The day I take the oath of office, the migrant invasion ends and the restoration of our country begins.
Many millions of criminals. They allowed
Start with the criminal migrants. About 1 million of those people have committed some form of crime in addition to crossing the border. Millions of illegal immigrants to compete with Americans.
What makes America exceptionally illegal?
They're poisoning the blood of our country.
Cuando decidí quedarme, ya había venido muchas veces a los Estados Unidos como turista y por supuesto como turista la gente te va a tratar muy bien, pero cuando ya decides vivir o la vida te cambia de alguna manera, vas conociendo mucha gente de todo tipo.
Miami's community has been home to hundreds of thousands of immigrants for over a century. With the nation's highest concentration of people born outside the U.S., Miami is a vibrant metropolitan hub where numerous cultures come together. Today, the makeup of foreign-born residents in Miami comes close to 55% of the total population, mainly of cultural backgrounds from Cuba, Haiti, Colombia, Jamaica, and other South American and Caribbean countries. Despite the stereotypical beliefs that immigrants in the US take everything, jobs, money, resources, the anti-immigrant rhetoric and circulating myths surrounding public conscience draws its appeal from the othering of immigrants. They focus on the negative dissociation, labeling them as outsiders, which effectively dehumanizes the immigrant.
The issue that I find is that immigration itself, it's not covered well by formal media and by social media. The histories and the stories that tend to be highlighted are those that have a bad connotation to immigration. And there's no really political will or voting drive for people to highlight the benefits of immigration and the good things that immigrants do every day in this country.
Some common misconceptions that I encounter about immigrants in my work is that they come here to take things from the United States rather than to contribute. And really nothing could be further from the truth in my experience. They come here and they contribute a great deal. From an economic perspective, a lot of them come here as investors. So they come here to spend money here, to open businesses here, to create jobs here. And from a societal perspective, they contribute different cultures. The more that you get to know other cultures, the more it expands your knowledge of the world, the more you come to realize in a lot of cases that we're more alike than we are different.
With influence of digital media, anti-immigrant fervor has become mainstream and fueled widespread violence. Physical violence, speech violence, digital violence. While many people wrongly associate immigrants with violent crimes, the false narrative which strikes in retaliation results in much more real and much more devastating harm to immigrants themselves.
Violence goes across a wide spectrum of population in our country that pretty much goes along the division in terms of ethnicity and origin. What we see is actually the opposite. Immigration and immigrants actually being victims of violent crime, which is kind of more common in states like Florida, where you see a lot of illegal and undocumented immigrants.
A lot of times immigrants are dehumanized in the way that they are perceived, the way that they are presented in the media, not allowing these people to be dehumanized and to put a face to the numbers that we all see on the news and to really have people understand this is a person with a story and they came here for a reason.
No me considero igual a nadie como nadie es igual a mí. Todos somos seres individualistas y cada quien hace con su vida y se comporta de alguna manera. No somos iguales. Creo que aprendan también un poco a ver esa parte de la parte bonita de los inmigrantes y no siempre señalar la parte fea.
When we reflect upon the social mentality, we find that the idea of immigrant has become idealized, conceptualized, merely a number or a political statement to garner votes, only to be pushed aside and neglected once the seat of office has been filled. But there is a face beneath the label. A mother raising her children, an entrepreneur starting a business, a caretaker nursing the elderly. There is a person seeking the same opportunities and sharing the same ambitions. The American society must view immigrants for what they really are, people, and its leader holds the utmost responsibility and capacity to rehumanize the immigrant person through their humanizing speech, their humanizing policies on immigration. The president has the ability to tear down this psychological wall and re-establish the human story in America's immigrants.